The space we were originally in was this very tiny black box that a lot of people in the theater were very familiar with, and it was a theater that was known for not being very sacred about its space. Like, you know, they would change it however they needed to based on the show. And I was doing a melodrama in this little tiny box, and the melodrama is the kind of theater that's built for, you know, a huge audience because it's about projecting emotion as far as you can. And here we're moving into a brand new, beautiful kind of like state-of-the-art facility, only open about a year and a half, that's built based on the Globe, on Shakespeare's Globe, which is a very different way to play space. So there's a lot of sensitivity about how do we what are we actually transferring here? Like, what are we translating into the space? What needs to happen? The original space is very claustrophobic, and we're on these risers, and the ceiling, you can see the ceiling. And here it's like there's so much space that goes into the air, and so we're having to kind of transform certain gestures or kind of amp them up a bit with the kind of more romance. It's like very interesting and stuff I'm obsessed with, but like really interesting stuff. So it's affecting every choice. It's a very different kind of intimacy, and like intimacy is a different thing to achieve in that space. I'm very hands-on playwright. I think there are certain playwrights who don't care about design and who just, you know, and who write stories that play in a very specific kind of theater and they know that they don't play in other theaters. Whereas I'm sort of interested in moving through it all, you know, and I'm curious about every room I walk in, and I'm like, what is this? How does this work? So, and I never think my work is done. I'm rewriting plays that premiered years ago. For some reason, I can't seem to let things go when they should be let go, I guess. And I tend to gravitate towards directors who have like a very strong visual sense, or who have like a very strong storytelling sense. I won't really know those things until the play is done, and I try to like pair them with the best step parent I can find ultimately.